My name is David Leask. I'm 51 years old, currently a fire captain with the City of Santee, and I started here on September 20th, 1999. I knew something was wrong when I started. I've been doing half marathons for a majority of my adult life. The first time in my life I finished the marathon and I was exhausted, and I noticed that I just wasn't the same after, and so the next day I had to call in sick for work, which I'd never called in sick for work in probably 16 years, and I couldn't function the next day. And it just progressed after that. I ignored the symptoms because I was scared. I didn't want to go through the process, knowing that what I know as a paramedic firefighter, and I knew the battle that was ahead of me, and it terrified me. I felt sick for approximately 6 months. Part of the thing is I went to go see a doctor, and went through the process, and I said, "Hey doctor, you think I have cancer?" Because I'm a firefighter and it's common in firefighters to have cancer. And he responded with, if you're looking, or if you hear horses, don't look for zebras. That comment has always haunted me for the rest of my life, because for the longest time I would say I was misdiagnosed. The doctor was claiming that I had diverticulitis, and I was going through that process for a long time and trying to treat that when it was really cancer. I had a colonoscopy, like I said, on September 28th, 2015. It was a huge impact on my life that day. You go to sleep and you wake up, and the doctor, he looked at me and he said, "You have cancer." Excuse me. At that point, I looked at him and I'm like, "Hey doctor, I know the scam, like you gotta do like biopsies, you don't know for sure." And he's like, "No, 100%, you have cancer. I'm referring you to a surgeon immediately, and you're gonna have surgery." I was diagnosed on the 28th. My surgery was on October 22nd, and it was an 8-hour surgery. It was extremely painful. And I just remember I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, my mouth was dry and then finally I got enough strength to reach up and find out if I had a colostomy, and I didn't. It was one of the best feelings I ever had. Chemo was another thing where it was terrifying. I didn't know what to think. I knew I had a battle, and I said I wasn't gonna let it break me. And so although I was terrified, I kept a straight face. When this first happened, I only told a couple people that I worked with at the fire department. And I would say out of a department of 52, I got 48 texts from people, which was, I was really touching. When you come back to work, you think everything's gonna be okay, but you face that battle of you're doing a job that possibly or does have an effect on you as far as cancer. And to this day, 10 years later, every time I go on a fire, every time I breathe in smoke, it definitely impacts the way I think. As far as the mental aspect, it was one of the best feelings reuniting with my friends and family at work, because I missed them tremendously while I was gone. They had a nice little barbecue when I came back. So that was probably one of the best parts of my life, to see my family, my friends welcoming me back to work. I started my career in emergency services back in 1992. And through science, things progressed, and we found out things as I got further into my career. Knowing what I knew back then, I probably wouldn't have done anything different. So that's why we follow our rules and we continue to get better. And when we have things presented to us, such as wearing our BAs, getting masks for overhaul, wearing our BAs during overhaul, cleaning ourselves after fires, deconning ourselves. That was an accepted practice, but it is now, and I do embrace it now, and I hope that it continues to happen. I guess my biggest thing I can give you for advice on our career in the fire service is don't ignore symptoms. I ignored symptoms for a long time. When the doctor told me it was diverticulitis, I believed him because I wanted to believe it, even though I knew something else was wrong. So I say if you have symptoms, go get them checked out. And I would say follow to your best ability our safety practices on decontamination, making sure that you get the contaminants off you as soon as possible. This is all important for us, and it'll help you have a long career. 30 years in the fire service is a long time, and take care of yourself.